Hi, cave people. Welcome to the cave. So yesterday I tried to post a podcast. I did a nice 1 hour long podcast and showed you all kinds of things, caught you up to date on what you've been missing, and my complete ineptitude with video editing had me, the audio and the video weren't synced, and in the process of trying to fix that, I completely messed it up, and I had parts of the video from the end at the beginning. It was a mess. Anyways, the video ended up getting deleted. So I posted a very strange few seconds of me staring at the camera yesterday just to test it to see if it worked, because I was getting errors, and then I checked on YouTube and all 3 of them had posted, and I was like, what's going on here? So I'm sorry for that. I'm just, there we go. Just gonna put my phone away. There we go. Make sure it's charging. Some changes in 2019. If you're a new subscriber or if you're new to the channel, welcome to the cave. I hope you stick around. If you like my vibe, feel free to subscribe. It's kind of my little catchphrase I created. If you're returning to my channel, thanks for being a kick-ass cave person, because without all of you, none of this is possible. I'm very hand-talky today, lately. I don't know. It is what it is. So I'm sitting in my little corner of the world here. And yeah, you can see this little car over here. This is actually my computer mouse. I have my computer situated right here so that I can read comments and stuff like that. But you guys are sitting over there on actually a plastic tote to be tall enough. So I've got my little scene created here today. On the couch over there, you can see a shawl that I made ages ago that I just need to send off. Oops. Behind me, this is a tea towel. You're gonna laugh, but hi, Tina. Hi. Welcome. So this is a tea towel because I generally don't have a curtain on my little shelf here, but I didn't think you really wanted to see all the junk that's hiding in there. So this is my favorite tea towel. I got it from a lady who weaves them herself by hand with cotton. I have a matching dishcloth, and it is so comfy and soft and absorbent, and I love it. Anyway, so that's my curtain today. And I have my project I'm working on right now that I'll show you guys in a bit, and I have the purse, which I did show in a previous video, but I didn't sew in any of the ends yet. I just put it on a shelf because I'm still deciding what I want to do for, what do you call it? The strap, the handle. Oh my jeepers. Brain fog. Oh. So anyways, I'm still deciding what I want to do for the strap, but I think I might macrame one, or I might do a strap that is similar to the body of the bag, because on the inside it's flat, so it wouldn't be like scratchy on your skin. And I'm pretty sure I have enough yarn to make that. So probably going to be making that. I'm leaning towards that anyways. I just thought it would be fun to have hanging out because it's bright. And I have my coffee and I got water, because when I talk a lot, I tend to get dry, and then coffee, and that's no fun. So if you notice, I'm wearing this gorgeous, beautiful shawl. If you remember from a previous video, if you've been around for a bit, I was making something called Seraphina's shawl. And it's a crochet shawl. I had done a blue one, which of course I don't have here to show you. But it was small because I just had that amount of yarn and that kind of yarn. So I just made it a small one. But I had shown you when I started this one saying that I would do this with 4 balls of the ice yarns. And I kept the label because I never used to keep the labels. I used to chuck them because I'm like, I'm going to use the yarn anyway. Oh boy, have I grown. Because, you know, if you're ever going to gift it or sell it, you want people to know what it is and what the handling instructions are. Never thought of that before. Oh, I've grown a bit. And Debbie from the Canadian Crocheter always tells you what kind of yarn and like how many yards and all the colors and stuff. And I really dig that. So I'm taking a lesson from Debbie, and I have my label for the yarn. So this is Ice Yarns, and it is Magic Light. There's no colorway, there's no color number, there's no color nothing written on the ball band. I'm pretty sure it's blue shades, I think. I didn't look it up before this. Underprepared today. It is what it is. This yarn is made in Turkey. It ships from Turkey. The shipping is a little bit more expensive, but their yarn is amazing. I love this stuff. This is 100% acrylic. It's super soft. And oh, the website is iceyarns.com. And now that I have my computer here, I can drop a linky poo. And there. That is the website for the Ice Yarns. So you're going to pay probably more in shipping than you would anywhere else, but like shipping from Turkey is insanely expensive. The value of like the yarn is relatively inexpensive for what you're getting, and the value of the shipping and the yarn together would equal what you would probably pay for that, a lower quality of that same yarn in the store here. So it kind of works out in my opinion, but that's just my opinion. Now I did have 4 balls of this. Oh, I guess I should tell you the info. It is a 100-gram ball, and there are 360 meters, and it is a recommended 4 to 4.5 millimeter or US 6 to 7 needle or hook size. I used a 6 millimeter hook because I wanted something that was more open and more like drapey. No, I didn't want like really tight stitches. And out of 4 balls, this is all I have left. Just this little tiny bit. When you finish the shawl, you go around the, yes, I haven't worked in my ends yet. I have an aversion to working in my ends, clearly. But you work around the edge in a single crochet to kind of give it that nice finished look. And I'm going to move my computer back over here. And I'm hoping that my internet's not being weird. So if any of you know that this is my favorite shirt, and I'm wearing it today because Mike, the beard guy Taylor, did pass away before the new year, which is very sad. And so if anybody perhaps ever watches this, I'm sending out lots of love and support and happiness for their family and bandmates. And it's very sad. I'm glad I got to see them live over the summer. I was super excited. They came to Timmins, and I went to Rock on the River. It was awesome. Amazing. Best concert I've ever been to, which is not saying a lot maybe because I've only been to 2, but it was pretty amazing. Like, I don't know if I'd want to go to another one. Not of theirs. I would definitely go to another one of theirs. Let me rephrase that. I have anxiety, so it's really hard for me to go to big public occasions. There's a lot of people. It's very overwhelming for me. But I was able to go in a VIP section, and this is not a huge place. It's not like Toronto, right? It's a smaller community. I think there's like 40,000+ in Timmins. But it was set up in such a way that in the VIP section, it wasn't as crowded, so I felt like less crazy. Anyways, it was awesome. It was a great show. I'm glad I got to see them and get a shirt. And now I'm tempted to like never wear the shirt again because I don't want to wear it out. Because this is now a keepsake and a good memory of Mike Taylor. So that's, yeah, why I'm wearing this shirt today. So back to the beautiful shawl. I'm going to take it off here. I was going to stand up, but I don't think I can show it all on camera without putting you like it way, way back. It's pretty giant. So this is my arm span. I don't know if you can see that. There's about this much of it that I can't hold in my arm span. It's pretty giant. And I'm like 5'8", so I have a pretty big wingspan. But this is Serafina's shawl. And it's very, very long. Now, I'm a chunky monkey, and I'm 5'8". And when I stand up, this thing is probably about this much past my tuchus. So it's a big, comfy, butt-covering shawl, which is great. So when you're cold and you want to wear, but like, you know, you're not super cold. So like in the fall or the spring even, I could wear this with a t-shirt and a pair of leggings because my t-shirts don't cover my butt, but this would cover my butt. So that is my Serafina shawl. Sorry, my chair. This chair is really old and creaky, so bear with me. So sorry. I'm going to just drop you guys a link for the Serafina's shawl. So this is the Ravelry link, but I've had a couple of people tell me they were having trouble getting to the pattern from Ravelry, I think. I don't know. So thank you, Tina. And this is a direct link to the blog where she has the pattern posted along with pictures. So just gonna, this is my sports car. I think it's like a Jaguar or a Porsche or something. I think it's a Porsche. The only time in my life I'm ever going to own a Porsche. It was $10. I think on like Top Hatter or something forever ago. So this is my finished object, and this took me probably about a week, I guess, give or take. I worked on it a lot. It's kind of, it's not necessarily a mindless pattern, but kind of easy until you get to your increases, because it increases at the edge after a certain amount of rounds, and then you increase until you get to the main repeat of the pattern. And if you're not paying attention, see if I can find one where I muffed it up there. I think it's more screwed up near the middle part. I think I didn't mess up too bad near the edges. But there were a few spots where I had to fudge it because I was watching TV and I wasn't paying attention. I was just going along with the pattern, not realizing I was at the increase part until like a row later. And I was like, ah. Thankfully, I've watched a video where if you missed a stitch, it shows you how to like work it so that it looks like you added, so it looks like you didn't. So you're like adding the stitch to the first row and then attaching it, like it's a long stitch that's attached halfway so that it looks like 2 stitches. I don't remember where I saw that. That was forever ago. I think I probably looked it up on YouTube, or it might possibly be on Moogly blog. I don't really remember. Have no idea. That was a long, long time ago. So that is my finished object. And I have lots to show you guys because my podcast got deleted yesterday. So I didn't get to share it all in the podcast. So I'm going to share it today. But before we begin that, this is my birthday month. And this month, this birthday is kind of a big one. It's the big 40. And I'm not really scared to say I'm going to be 40. I don't understand how I'm 40. How did that happen? Where did my time go? I don't feel 40. I don't act 40. I mean, the gray might show that I'm 40, but I don't feel that old. Not that it's old, but I don't feel that age. I don't have any huge plans or anything, like parties or whatever, that kind of thing. But because it's my birthday month and you guys are awesome and you're watching, well, if you're not watching it live, you're watching it later. I'm going to have some giveaways because I want to give back to you guys. What are they going to be? I don't really know yet. But one thing that I'm working on right now is this knitted market bag. So I know it looks kind of wonky. So it's got like a stockinette bottom on it. And if you see it's got like mesh for the edges, but it's really stretchy. It's made with cotton. So I think that once this is done, probably closer to the middle of January, this is going to be going into a giveaway. So this for sure will be given away. And I have the other shawl that I made, the smaller blue one. I'm going to be giving that away. And today, because I don't have anything prepped or made for anybody, I'm going to give away some yarn. And so what you need to do to enter this giveaway is to be a subscriber to my channel, to like the video, and to comment not in the live chat, but if you close the live chat, if you're watching it live, you can, oh no, I think you have to leave a comment after the video is posted, like after the live is done. But if you're watching this not live, then just leave a comment. But if you're watching live, you have to wait till the end and come back. Sorry. So yeah, you have to be a subscriber and like the video and leave a comment about what your favorite color is. And I have not got yarn with me right now. It's over there on the shelf. But it will be some of my hand-dyed yarn that I give away. So I'm excited. So thanks for tuning in. And you have a chance to win some pretty, pretty yarn. This is my first ever like really set live. Something I'm trying for 2019 is I'm going to do a live on Wednesdays, because there are a lot of days where people have their regular lives. Like I know the Secret Yarnery, she has hers on, Krista has hers on Fridays. And I think there's some on Thursdays and some like on the weekend days. And I don't want to like overwhelm people with live videos to watch or whatever. But I want to be able to like connect with you guys and talk with you guys. And so I think Wednesday is probably a good day, because I'm a little zany and I know this. I'm okay with that. So this way I can connect with you guys and give you a little boost midweek. That's my take on it. So I'm going to be doing a live on Wednesdays at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, which I think is 8 o'clock Pacific time. And I don't know what it is in Krista time, because she's in Nairobi and it's very probably late for her. Or maybe it's probably like close to the afternoon, somewhere like that where she lives. Anywho, so that is one of the things that I'm changing for 2019. And I'm going to be trying to do my podcasts on Mondays. And I've learned I have to film them not on Monday to edit and post them on Monday, but rather sometime during the week so that I have time to edit them. And then once I've not stressed myself out, I can post that on Mondays. Live and learn. I'm learning. Every day I'm learning. It's great. You're never too old to learn. And every day you should learn a new thing. Yep. So, what else? Ooh, okay. I don't like the hospital. I'm sure I'm not alone in that. I avoid them at all costs. I very much don't like to be in them. But I had to go yesterday to bring somebody to the hospital to get something checked. So, see if I can grab it. There's so many. I went, they have, in our hospital, they have like the little gift shop. Okay, they have those in every hospital, duh. But this one has like used books. You can sort through, not scroll through. It's not the internet, Sarah. I have clearly not had enough coffee today. It's only my second cup, believe it or not. I was up all night. I have insomnia issues as part of my anxiety, which is awesome because, you know, why have one thing when you can have them all? But my life is never dull or boring. So, anywho, I was up all night. I went back for a nap and set my alarm, so I made sure to be up in time for you guys because you're special. Ooh, you're in England and it's 4:20. Well, hello to my British friend. I've always wanted to visit England. I don't know. Something about the tea. I've always wanted to go to have British tea, which in England means something different than here, because tea is a cup of tea that you drink, but over there I think it's like lunch is called tea, I think. Or maybe I'm just a dumb Canadian who thinks they know stuff that they don't. Anyways, hello. So it's 4:20. Oh my goodness, it's 4:20. Well, I'm glad I didn't wait till like 9 o'clock at night to do this, because nobody over there would be watching me. So off on my tangent again I go. They have a used book section that you can sort through. And sometimes they have a couple of craft books, but boy, oh boy, did I score. I got 20 different crafting pamphlets, booklets, pattern things. And I paid like $4. $4. Are you kidding me? It's amazing. And there is a variety of stuff. This is, oh, is that like not even, that's one I didn't notice before. Okay. I just realized that this was in my stack and I didn't see it yet. But this is macrame like hangings, and there's purses. I know, it's super retro. These are like very much from the 70s. Yeah, 1975. So this book is older than me. I'm going to be 40 this month. And this book is older than me. I'm holding history in my hands here, people. So I have a bunch of macrame books. I got one that's just about purses. This one made me laugh. I had to get this one. It says hang it all, but on the back is a van. And there's macrame van curtains. I'm like, yay, curtains for the shaggin' wagon. Yeah. So I have, oh my goodness, way more than I thought. Okay, this, I think that's it. This is all macrame books. There is lots. There are 2, 4, 6, 9. Wait, 2, 4. Yeah, I can count. So there's 9. So like half of the books I got are macrame. But it's hard to find macrame books. There's a few modern ones, and I have one that I got from a Secret Santa exchange one year, and it's awesome. But they're few and far between. Like there's tons of YouTube tutorials and stuff for macrame, but finding actual pattern books is next to impossible. So I'm always looking at like thrift stores, secondhand stores, and every time I go to the hospital, I always go and make sure I check for craft books. And then I have like, this one is clearly older. It's Peyton's Beehive. This was 25 cents back in the day. And I kind of thought it was funny because I paid 25 cents for it today. Well, okay, yesterday, but still. And it's knit sweaters, baby sweaters. You can never go wrong with a good doily book. I love making doilies. And there are 6 different doily patterns in this one. 25 cents. I love doily books. Every yard sale, everywhere I go, I always look for doilies and macrame. And it used to be just crochet, but now that I know how to knit, I'm like, ooh, all the knitting stuff. So I have lots of knit stuff, sweaters and things like that, vests, and excuse me. So this is all knitting, sweaters, vests, cardigans, that kind of stuff. And then, yes, macrame was super popular in the 70s. Yep, I remember that. Well, okay, I don't remember it from actually being there, but because I was born in 1979. Oh, there's another baby knitting book, because you can never have too many baby knitting books. And then there were crochet things, but this I think is one of my super favorite of ones that I got. It is Lily Design Book number 206. Learn how to crochet, knit, embroider, tat, and weave. Swedish weaving. And when it came out, it cost 35 cents. 35 cents. How crazy is that? You can't even get a book on how to do one of those crafts books for 35 cents. And does it say? It doesn't say when it was created. But it's an older book. I mean, like, it even has a ruler on the back page to help you with your gauge and stuff. You do remember that? Because you were like 2 or 3, right? But it has patterns in here. It has patterns. So like there's crochet patterns, knit patterns, embroidering, tatting, and weaving patterns. So you learn how to do them. And there's patterns for all of them in this little book for 35 cents. That's a steal of a deal right there. I probably would have paid $4 just for that one. And then I have an easy crochet book. You wish. Well, I was trying to give you the benefit of the doubt, you know, in case you were 29 times 1 or 2 or whatever. But there's lots of crochet sweaters in there, so that's cool. And then this one is called Pretty Ponchos, and it's crochet ponchos. There's 4 different ones in there. I like that one. I don't like the weird, big, fluffy, what do you call those? Tassels on the bottom. I think that looks weird, and that would drive me crazy. But I like the actual pattern of it. And then I got an Afghan. Oopsie. I didn't get an Afghan. I got an Afghan book. So there's knitting. And number 66. You're right. So this one has knitted and crochet Afghans. And then I got a crochet Christmas star because you can never have enough Christmas ornament patterns. Now, I'm not a huge fan of having to starch stuff. I actually never have done it. It's kind of like ironing. That's the word. It's kind of like ironing. I don't even own an iron or an ironing board. But now because of watching Arna and Carlos on YouTube, I have to go get an iron and an ironing board. Because I'm starting to do more with wool. And they steam block it as opposed to wet blocking, which I think I like better. Because you just do it and it's done. You don't have to like find a place to stretch out something huge and wait for like 3 days for it to dry. So, but anyways, I'm probably going to learn how to starch stuff now because those are cool. And if you guys remember from a previous video, I have a handmade tree now. The tree's not handmade, but the decorations on it are mostly handmade. I'd say like 95%. Handmade. So that's exciting. Goodness gracious, I've been blabbing on for half an hour already. How did that happen? Time flies when you're having fun. So I kind of want to keep these to between half an hour and an hour. I know Krista does an hour, but she has like thousands of subscribers and I have close to 200 or close to 150. I don't remember. I have lots, but not that many. So I don't know. Eventually, as I grow and the channel grows, I'll probably stick to like the hour mark. Because there'll be more people, more going on. And I may at some point have a guest come and hang out with me, but who knows? Rupee, are you cold? Come here, bud. Rupee, come here. Come here. And my dog Rupert is probably going to be my guest most of the time, let's be honest. Come here, baby. Come here. Poor baby is shivering on the floor. Come here. Come. Up. Up. Come on. Come on. Come on. Can't reach you. Come. There you go. Good job. There. There's my Rupee boobs. Hey. Look at the camera over there. No, you don't want to? He doesn't like to be on camera. Thank you. Oh, thank you. You're very kind. Thank you. But I know where you put that, so don't lick my face. This is Rupert. This is my fur baby, my little sidekick. I love him a lot. Oh, you're so cute. Yes, you are. So this will probably be my guest star on most of my live videos. But he's been shivering down there on the floor, so. Here. Oh, you're sitting on it. Okay, here, we'll put this part on you. There. Get you all toasty. You're chilly down there. You're so chilly. Yeah. So this is Rupee. He's going to be 2 in February. Can't believe it. I know he still looks like a puppy. He needs a haircut because he's getting all scruffy in his face again. You're getting all scruffy? Hey, where's your face? Yeah. So, I hope you guys have had a great, wow. I hope you guys have had a great holiday. The kids are all back at school now, unless you live here and it snows and then every day is like a freaking snow day. I don't have any school-age children living here, so I don't have to worry about that. Oh, Jericho is so sleepy. It is actually snowing. The weather here has been like insane. Was it yesterday? No, the day before. There was like a huge flash outside of the house, and the power went out. It was really weird. It was like very, very strange. Like the power flicked off. It went off, then it came on, and it kind of glowed, like flicked, but not flicked. It kind of like dimmed, like almost like it was glowing like brighter and dimmer for like a second, and then it went off. And then there was like this big bright blue flash outside of the window. Very weird. And then about 5 minutes later, there was another big bright blue flash. Stay. Okay, sorry, you don't want that? Okay, lay down. Lay down. Lay down. No, lay down. Lay down. Okay, fine, sit up. Anyways, yeah, so it's very strange. It turns out there was thunder snow, which is like a thunderstorm in the winter when it's snowing. Very strange. But everybody locally on Facebook was like, the aliens have invaded us. And it was very much like that. There you go. No, stay. Stay. Here. Let me move. No, stay. There you go. There, put your butt in there. There you go. No, you're good. No, stay. You're cold down there. He doesn't, aliens, right? Yes. It was not aliens. It was a transformer. Sorry. This chair, like you sink right into the back of it. It was a transformer that exploded on a pole, and there was a pole fire, which is why the power went out. And there was thunder snow, which was what the big bright flashes were, which was like a lightning storm in a snowstorm. So, and it was like super wicked cold. I have these fuzzy onesies I bought, one I got for Christmas and one I bought just for because. And I had to wear one of them to bed under all my blankets because, of course, it's the middle of winter here and it's cold. The dog was shivering, so I put on a little sweater and I kept him close to me so that he could at least have some body heat because you've seen he's super tiny and he has no like fur to keep him warm. Like he has wiry fur, not the thick, fluffy kind of fur. So if it's cold, he's cold. So yeah, but the weather's been super crazy. Like it was super, super cold that night. Then the next day, it was warm and everything was all like soggy, not like melty, but it was warm because we have a front porch, and in the front porch, our windows frost over quite bad when it's cold out. And then when it warms up, they melt, which is a pain in the butt to have to clean all that up. Thank you very much. We have like a house from the 50s, which has a lot of charm and character, and I love it, except for having to mop up every time the weather can't decide if it wants to be actually winter. So it's kind of weird. And but that night that the power went out, we got a huge dumping of snow. Like they're still cleaning streets, like snowbanks that are like 2 or 3 feet, like insane. And then today it's freaking snowing again. So yeah, Northern Ontario, gotta love it. You're not a Canadian if you don't know how to have a good snowball fight. That's just my opinion, though. So the weather's been kind of crazy. Yeah. So that's kind of what I've been up to. Is just that. Oh, and yes, I was like thinking out loud. No, I was thinking in my head, not out loud. I'm like, there's something else I wanted to say about that night. So the night the power went out, I was cooking supper in the oven. It was not done yet. So the power went out, and I'm like, well, now what am I going to do with my pork loin that's cooking in the oven with its potatoes and veggies? So I'm like, we're just not going to open the oven. We're just going to leave it. And I left it like an extra hour and a half from when I would normally leave it because the power was out, just to keep in the residual heat. Luckily, the temperature, like the oven came to temperature before the power went out, so that was good. And it was actually cooked perfectly. Like, just perfect. So I was like, yay, because I'm like, what are we going to do? I don't open the fridge because I don't know how long the power is going to be out. It went off around 6. I think it came back on at like around midnight. It was out for 6 hours. So the upside of the power going off in the winter is that your food isn't going to spoil because it's not hot as balls. But oh boy, there's not enough layers so you can put on a little scrawny dog to keep them warm. And he doesn't like for you to be like smushing on him all the time. So unless you don't want him to, and then he's all up in your face. Yep. Oh, this is not burning, actually. It looks like it is. But it's a diffuser. So the smoke you see coming out is a mist, a scented mist. I have my essential oils over here, and I put them with water in here, and it puts it up into the air. So it's not technically burning, but it's so pretty. Let's see if I can take this off without making a mess. Ooh. This shade is what's on it. Isn't it cool? It's so sparkly. It's like crackled glass. So it's one I got from Scentsy, like ages ago when I used to sell it. But I use it with my doTERRA oils now. I have a lot of sinus issues, so I use stuff like tea tree oil and the Easy Air, or I guess Breathe is another name for it. But today, what do I have? Today, I have tea tree, frankincense, copaiba, zengest, because I have digestive issues, and lemon, because you need a little bit of brightness in there. So that's what I have in there today. I need to get an orange oil because I really like the orange scent mixed with all the other ones. I find it kind of gives it a nice balance. What's up? You want to come up? You want to come up? Come on. Come on. Oh, you're so sweet. You're so sweet. Yes, you are. You want to say hello? Say hello to Tina. She's over there on the camera. No? No, you don't want to? Okay. So, yeah. Do you guys have questions or anything? Feel free to ask in the comments. I'm trying to kind of read that, which is hard when there's only 1 or 2 people watching. Eventually, I'll have to get a moderator when there's lots and lots and lots of you. But for now, I don't think I have to worry. Where'd you go, boy? Where'd you go, boy? He's such a suck, eh? Wait a sec. Yeah, where'd you go, boy? So, you're good now? Okay, bye. Thanks for coming to visit. So I'm glad to have this today because it is cold and snowy, and the windows are frosting over again, and a lot of snow fell. There's probably about 3 or 4 inches of snow. Rupee, Tina said hello to you. Yes. You're so cute. I have to have a blanket on the floor near me when I'm filming because he's like, what are you doing? You're talking. And I want to make sure you're not leaving or that's not somebody here that I need to, like, you know, go bite or bark at. So he's always got to be like really close to me. And if I don't have the blanket in a certain spot, he gets all up everywhere he's not supposed to be. Yesterday, when I was filming my podcast, I had the blanket near the tote that the camera is currently sitting on. And he tends to flop. He's a flopper. So he would flop down and move the tote. And I'm like, oh, whoops. Shaky vision there. But yes, so lesson learned there. But that video got deleted, so nobody will ever know, except I just told everybody. So yeah, what are you guys working on? What's your crafty make for the beginning of 2019. I finished my shawl and started on the market bag, which is going to go in a giveaway. Excuse me. Okay, time for some water, I think. And yes, I'm using a plastic cup. I have had these forever. I wash them and reuse them. I got them for a party one time, like, I don't know, 4 years ago. And I've just been reusing them ever since. I just wash them and reuse them. I actually use some of them for my dye cups, for my food coloring. But those ones I don't drink out of. Those ones I keep just for dyeing. And yeah, it's because I had a lot of nice glasses, but certain people in my household who are not work, and I won't name him, Greg, my husband, keep breaking them. So yeah, I have like one glass left out of the 6 or 8 that I had. So I use plastic ones because I don't want to have a little teeny weeny cup of water. I want a big cup of water because when I'm doing stuff or I'm crocheting, I don't want to get up every 5 seconds to go. Okay, well, like, that's an exaggeration, but I don't want to get up every 5 minutes to go get another drink of water or however often. Yep, so that's kind of what I'm doing. I have plans for another project in 2019. A lot of people did the Make 9, and I considered doing it, but then I'm like, I'm just gonna like take my foot off that bandwagon. See, like I had one foot on the bandwagon, and I'm like, maybe not. So, because I can't really commit to all these things, then it gets overwhelming for me, and my anxiety kicks in, and I'm like, what's gonna happen if I don't do it? And then I stress about it, and I don't enjoy it anymore. So I don't commit to a lot of things anymore. So I didn't do the Make 9 list. One thing I do want to do is a knitted shawl, something like in a basic knit, with like a fade. I have some different colors of fingering weight yarn, some with sparkles, some without, that I want to incorporate into it somehow. And so that's actually the only plan that I've made craft-wise for this year. I'm probably at some point going to do like more of these. I think that this is a really nice pattern, and my sister has been asking me to make her some headscarves, some head coverings for church. They're Christian. They go to church. I don't believe in organized religion. That's just my choice. But she's been asking me for some headscarves. So I think that I might make some of these, but in crochet thread. And I think that that would turn out really pretty. There's a hair stuck in there. That's the only, see, this is another reason I have my hair up all the time. I'm working on 3 sweaters and 3 sweaters, goodness. I want to make just one sweater in my life. I've been wanting to make myself a crochet hoodie forever because I didn't know how to knit. But now I'm like, I really need to make myself a knitted cardigan because I love them. It has to have pockets because everything has to have pockets except for pants. Coats can have pockets, shirts can have pockets, but pants can't have pockets because the hips are big enough without adding bulk. You know what I mean? On the sides, I've got enough there. I don't need any extra. But I'm insane because I just started knitting 2 or 3 months ago-ish. I've only been trying for 2 decades to learn. And then one day I saw a video and it just went, ding, I get it now. Gosh, 3 sweaters. You are brave. I don't even want to cast one on because I'm so intimidated by sweaters. I'm not going to lie. It intimidates me. A, it's long and it's a lot of work. And B, yeah, there's a lot of sewing and I'm not so great at doing that yet. And so maybe I just need to like make little doll ones for now and sew them together because, you know, those don't need to be super perfect. They're for toys. So I think I might start with that. But then again, then you're making something super tiny. I don't know. But my first sweater project is going to be something basic with ribbing for cuffs and just knitting in the round. If it's going to be a cardigan, I'm probably going to find one that's garter stitch or something basic that's not like a lot. Although I don't mind purling so much, just knitting is faster. Anyways, yeah, it's going to be something basic for sure. My first sweater project. I'm still not giving up on the idea of a crochet hoodie. Something with some thick, bulky yarn that's, you know, going to be a good go-to winter thing. So yeah, at some point this year, possibly, hopefully, maybe, I don't know, I might work up the courage to cast on a sweater of some sort. Yeah, like I made socks, so I can manage like turning the heel. And for this bag, you start out by knitting a flat piece, and then you pick up stitches all around the edges. And I managed that okay. Like I kind of messed up one edge, but it's a bag. It's going to have food and groceries and stuff in it. It's not going to be a big deal. Plus, I feel like the oopsies I make add character to a project and make it that much more unique, because you're never going to get another one exactly like that. So that's how I roll with my mistakes. That's just me adding a little bit of me in there. So this shawl is extra unique. We'll just say that. Yep. My son asked me if I was going to sell it, and I was like, no, this one's just for me. It's like, why not? You could make lots of money. I said, well, probably, but I made this one on purpose for myself. But yeah, I really love how the colors came out in it. So pretty and warm. I love it, but not too hot. Like if this was made out of wool, I'd be sweating my butt off right now, and I'm not. If you can knit socks, you can knit anything. You think so? I don't know. I was pretty intimidated by socks, and then I made one, and it wasn't as hard as I thought it was going to be. And so that kind of was exciting. But yeah, I think you're probably right. If I can knit socks, I can probably manage a sweater. It's just the sewing things together that is hard. I watched an Arnett and Carlos video where they did steeking, and then they had like a placket to join like the seams and stuff. And I was like, oh, that looks like super professional and nice and completely overwhelming. And then I'm like, oh, maybe I don't want to make a sweater, but I do want to make a sweater. I'm just going to make one. And if it's ugly, it's going to be my ugly sweater. And that's all there is to it. I just got to jump in there and try it. And if I mess it up, I can rip it out and start over again. So I'll just make sure I use something that's easy enough to rip out. Yep, for sure. That's what your mom told you? That's awesome. Well, all right, Tina, I'm going to go with that. If I can knit socks, I can knit anything. I mean, after being able to crochet a purse and all reverse single crochet, basically, I'm pretty much sure I can crochet anything now. So yeah, if I can knit socks, I can try to knit a sweater. So if anybody has any easy sweater patterns, feel free to share them with me. So it's almost been an hour, but I'm kind of running out of things to say, which is actually surprising, because I generally always have a lot to say and I never shut up. One of my endearing qualities, I guess. Yeah. I'm a very unique individual with a very unique personality. Yep. We're just gonna put it that way. I'm kind of special. Yeah, you hope there's not more than one of me on the planet. So I haven't eaten breakfast yet, and it is almost 11. It's almost 12 here, so it's almost lunchtime. So I guess at this point it's gonna be brunch, which is okay, because I wasn't sure what I wanted to eat for breakfast anyway. So I'm going to end the live video. And thank you guys super lots for coming to hang out with me. Everybody that's watching. Tina, thank you for talking with me. I appreciate it. Eventually there'll be more people to talk to as well. It's all work in progress. But I just started this live thing today, and I was trying to post about it yesterday, but my podcast went all wonky donkey on me. So here we are. So as we progress, probably next month, there'll be more than 1 or 2 people watching. Hopefully. So thanks very much for hanging out. Thanks for sharing your craftiness and some positive reinforcement that I can make a sweater. Yeah, I hope you guys have a great day. And if you're not okay today, it's okay to not be okay. Just never give up. Well, I will talk to you guys all later. Thanks so much for coming. Thanks for tuning in. And don't forget to come back after the video is over if you're watching it live and make your comment. And if you are just watching this part of the video and you didn't watch all the rest of it, I'm not going to tell you what to do. You have to go back and watch it. So there. So have a good day, guys, and stay crafty. And how do I end it? Now you're going to laugh because I don't know how to end it. You're just going to look at me going, I don't know what to do. All right, I figured it out. There's a button that says end stream. Ah! Okay, goodbye for real this time.